Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis for big mega cap stocks. So show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and that means a lot to me. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, my analysis in 3 days of live trading, definitely check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Netflix, absolutely flat on the day, and look at this pullback today after opening at 436.18 and then going up to 437.62, came down to not even touching 5-day moving average right here, sitting just below 430 and then going back up, and now closing flat on the day. So if this thing can actually hold above 5-day moving average right here, which is sitting close to 430, I would say right now, because this moving average right here, this blue line, will move up every day. And that means one thing, above 5-day moving average right here, this thing can continue this run all the way up to 450. Now, only on a pullback, Netflix gives up the support 429.32 tomorrow. Then you are going to see a dump off down to 418 and then possibly to this gap down here 412.52. As long as Netflix above 5-day moving average right here, definitely you're going to see more upside all the way up to 450. On Tesla stock, it's up 1.33%, and Tesla going down all the way down to 215. And then if you look at my screen, daily 200 SMA sitting close to 215, and that is where this thing was holding. Went back up and now trading at 222 at the closing. All we need here on Tesla, guys, to break above 20-day moving average right here, this white line, now sitting close to 225. Soon as that happens, you're going to see a quick trip up to this gap 242, and that is why I'm holding a decent position here on Tesla to sell my position for profit right here at 242. Now, in a pullback, you saw it today. It's holding above 214, 215. And now we also have support right here at 217. 5-day moving average actually moved up. So now it's sitting at 217. So from 217 down to 215, we have strong support on Tesla. And only if that gives up, then watch out for 212 and then 211.53 all the way down here to this gap 206. Soon as Tesla breaks this white line right here, sitting at 224.72, definitely you're going to see another big move on Tesla all the way up to this gap 242, and that could be coming within the next few days on Tesla. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.45%, opening at 457, right at this resistance trend line right here, and getting rejected and coming off of that level down to 451. We do have strong support at 450. This thing went back up and actually cleared 460, went up to 462. And now just before closing, coming down and closing under 460, but also holding above this trend line right here, sitting at 456. So what's next on Nvidia tomorrow? And especially, look at this insane move, guys. Within 6 days, from 392, this thing is up $68 in 6 days. And that is an insane move on Nvidia. So tomorrow, if there is a pullback and this thing actually stays under 460, then watch out for 456, 450, and then 443.28, 50-day and 5-day moving average right here. And below that, we also have support 434.33, 20-day moving average, and then the gap below. To the upside, Nvidia can clear and hold 460, the next stop 482. On Amazon stock, it's up 2.13%, and Amazon continuing that rally all the way up to 143.37 today, and then we saw a bit of a pullback. It's getting far too overextended to the upside. Where this thing can go up to 146? Well, almost there, right? And I think early as tomorrow, if this move actually continues to the upside, the next stop will be 146. Now, if we get that pullback on Amazon, then watch out for a pullback down to 5-day moving average right here, 139.22, and then 138, and soon as Amazon takes out 138, we have seen it before, this thing can dump easily $5 to $7 in one day. Below 138, definitely you're going to see a move down to this gap 133.57, and that could be coming within next few weeks on Amazon. Now Amazon above 138 and 5-day moving average now sitting at 139.22, then definitely, like I said, early as tomorrow. Yes, it's getting far too overextended, but we cannot do anything when that happens. Stock can actually stay overbought and still run up to this resistance right here, 146, which is going to be a big one to break for Amazon. On Google, stock is up 0.72%, and Google getting up to 20 SMA today, 133, and finding some resistance right here and then pulling back, but it's green on the day. And guess what, guys? After earnings, and I said it in my video, watch for this 123 area here on Google, because that's going to be an absolute dip buy. Worst case scenario, this thing can drop down to 121.30, and it's getting far too overextended to the downside. You're going to see a relief rally at least up to, I would say, 130. And since then, we got this hammer candle. This thing went under 123 for that only one day right here. And then we got this hammer candle, and look at this rally since we got that hammer candle about a week ago. Now it's up to 133.28 today. That is a big move. So especially a lot of people I see day trading and swing trading, nobody's investing into anything right now, and I get it. But you cannot miss something like this right here. Even if you look at right here, what we got? A hammer candle, right? Right here, same thing, went back up. But this one here was legit. You got this hammer candle, and now this thing rallied from 121 up to 133. So what's next on Google? Google stock can clear 133, the next stop 135, and then the gap above just under 140, this entire gap. Only if we get a pullback here on Google, then watch out for this to put down here 130, and if that gives up, then watch out for this gap down here 127.74 on Google. So a lot of you guys are thinking, why the heck this market is going up in a straight line? Absolutely no pullback, no opportunity for anyone, and market just going straight up every day. And I think today was the 7th or 8th day here in this market going straight up without a pullback. Now, I think I have an answer to that. And that is this monster right here, Apple, up 1.45%. And the second one, Microsoft. Whenever you see Apple and Microsoft going up together in the same day, same week, guess what? There is nothing, absolutely nothing, nobody out there can bring this market down, and especially Nasdaq 100. Now Apple, I said it last night, that Apple breaks 180, the next stop 183. And what we got today here on Apple, guys, soon as Apple broke 180, almost hitting 183. And now trading close to 182. So the next stop on Apple, definitely 183. And if that breaks, we might be going all the way up to this gap, 190 plus. On a pullback, now Apple needs to hold 180. And only if that gives up, watch out for 177 down here on Apple stock. On Microsoft, it's up 1.12%, and this one was getting far too overextended yesterday. And guess what? Who cares? Again, Magnificent 7, right? Microsoft gapping up again today from 357.54 and not even filling this gap down here, going straight up all the way up to 362.46, and then we saw a bit of a pullback. And now if you look at my screen, upper Bollinger Band sitting at 357, and the stock itself trading at 360, way too overextended to the upside. Now pullback will happen on Microsoft. And why? Because look at this move, straight up, absolutely no pullback here on Microsoft. Now if this thing can actually stay above 355, then watch out, we might be retesting or hitting a fresh new all-time high and retesting 366.78 right up here, this all-time high. Now, if there is a pullback, watch out for the support now right here, right at the gap, 357.54, 355, and then 5-day moving average right here, 352.85 to 351, and I think it's due for a pullback. It could be coming anytime on Microsoft. On Meta, it's up 0.96%, and Meta going all the way up to 321 today. And look at this, guys. We talked about it last night. This thing breaks 316. What's going to happen? And what is next on Meta? 326. And guess what? Looks like it's on its way to 326. Now, tomorrow, if there is a pullback, now 316 will be a support to watch. And below that, 312. And then right here, 307, 305, 300. This thing can stay above 316 on a pullback. Definitely you're going to see continuation to the upside all the way up to 326. On AMD, it's up 1.52%. Now this prediction on AMD, after we got that massive rally over 113, I said it in my video over the weekend, if there is a pullback down to 110, that would be a dip buy on AMD. And look at this candle, guys. I mean, this cannot get any better. 110 exactly, and that was yesterday. And today, if you actually caught this move right here, you made a ton of money. Today, high for the day, 114.65, and looks like it's going up to 115 and some change to close that gap on top. Now, above 115, this thing can run up to also 118. Now, if there is a pullback on AMD, you want to watch 110, 107, 105, and then 102 all the way down to 100. And right now, at least with this weekly candle, this is a clear breakout on AMD. And finally, this thing can close that gap on top just under 116. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.